I'm ready to go. I think I'm
ready to go.
Can I see my notes, please?
Yeah.
Give me my freaking pieces of paper.
Notebook.
I don't need the pen. I don't need the pen.
You know what? I'm gonna.
I don't need the pen. Peasant.
Fuck you,
Dude.
Dude.
Cocaine on money, no brick on dollar. Shit. Oh yeah, that's right. So there's a guy I was watching this guy on the YouTube. Welcome back to the freaking podcast. How you doing, Parker?
I'm doing. That's. Oh yeah,
right.
Dude, he was trying to point at me. He looked weird.
It's because there's a table in the way, dog.
Are you pointing? What? Never mind.
If you set up cameras like I told you to,
yeah, like you told me to.
People would see the table in the way of my
I have
path.
2 cameras that we can set up. We can set up a fisheye GoPro. We can set up a nice DSLR.
Dude, fisheye. Anyway, so Shie.
I don't know how to say it. The dude
Shie?
likes train hopping.
Dude, he's train surfing in like Ukraine.
Not just in Ukraine. He goes anywhere.
Yeah, I know, but the one we were watching, or no, he didn't train hop in Ukraine at all. I think he just went to Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it Chernobyl?
Chernobyl, yeah.
Chernobyl.
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 Chernobyl. Yeah,
Chernobyl. You also say front room, so never mind.
Chernobyl. How the fuck do you say Chernobyl? That's how you.
Chernobyl.
That's not how you say it.
Chernobyl.
You're dumb stupid, dude. Look at the fuck.
Chernobyl.
I'm so getting heated. You keep criticizing the way I say shit, and I'm actually speaking English. It's fucking Chernobyl. This guy over here, it's Chernobyl. It's not like Chicago, dude.
What was it?
Chernobyl.
Hold on. Why is it a 35-second video to Murat?
Chernobyl. Is it? Well, you never sent anything because you know why? Because it's the way I fucking say it.
Chernobyl, but he was also pronouncing it with a fucking accent. Shit.
Yeah.
Fucking. Did you just break my shit, bro? I see the black piece sitting on the floor. God damn.
You didn't see anything.
Don't
worry.
No, back to Shai. He wasn't. He wasn't even train hopping. He was just going to the fucking reactors.
Yeah, the one in Ukraine.
But he goes.
In Ukraine. I still say it like that. Ukraine. I'm gonna get a pizza roll. I did it again. I made him tonight too.
Too. He goes to a bunch of abandoned fucking buildings.
You just say fucking.
I do say fucking a lot.
It's like when I say
It's like yeah, it is like yes, I say it. But no, he goes to a bunch of abandoned buildings, and once I watched him set off the fucking motion detectors. God damn it! No, I'm gonna be self-conscious about saying fucking. He set off the
or just he set off the alarms. I don't know.
Well, if I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, because they put motion detectors in the Chernobyl forest.
Not Chernobyl. Sorry. Chernobyl. Fucking.
Yeah.
I just did both. God damn it. He was in like an abandoned building. And I don't know where he was at. But he's been all over Europe because like how you fucking tell me all the time. God damn.
I just looked. I wasn't trying to do anything. I just wanted to not laugh, so I looked.
You tell me all the time that I know that it's just like 2-hour train ride to different countries.
Oh no, we're fucking bigger.
We're
it's just America. Fuck yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. It doesn't have the same ring to it nowadays. By golly.
Heavens no.
Yeah, some shit.
I don't know if they were British, dude.
What swears did they use?
What if George Washington, you just think he's gonna be all elegant and like the battle starts and he's just like, fuck!
Hey, fuck yo! I'm gonna kill you!
Get Adam, come here, good sir, come here, get the fuck over here, man! Like.
Speaking of killing shit, you saw that fucking...
Was that a little recent impression, by the way? Yeah. I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
I don't know if we could say that. Did you see that comedian?
We're in the Crohn's gang together. Oh.
What?
Where me and a couple gaming buddies, when I first got diagnosed with Crohn's, because I had no friends back then, I had friends that had Crohn's on CSGO, and so I made Crohn's gang, and whenever I joined the
you gotta be for real. Did you hear about that like Chicago, comedian that was like talking shit during one of his sets about the ganglands? I don't know exactly which one, and they just shot him. They did it like a shooting.
Yeah, it's Crohn's gang.
We just got back. We went on a ride to see a person that Parker works with for certain reasons, and they were like, they sounded like not that bad. She just had a deep voice, and I noticed, and we noticed, so we got to talking.
We were also talking about somebody else before that, and somebody else, like, I don't think we'll ever hear this, but so there was this one time I was out visiting my dad in a town 40 minutes away from us right here, and when I get into town, I'm 5 minutes away from his house. I'm at an intersection, and I'm not gonna go into detail with this one, but I slightly rear-ended somebody. Slightly is not the correct word. Slowly rear-end somebody, because it didn't really do much damage. It just kind of crunched my hood up. But so I got a ticket. I blah 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 blah. But I could still lift my hood up and close.
She was crying.
Yeah, she was crying. She's like, how old are you? You seem young. I'm like, I'm 19. This is a while ago though. So I was like, I'm 19. And then I'm just sitting over there. I literally have my skateboard in my car, so I just bring it out. I'm not like actually skating, but I'm just like sitting on it, like moving my butt out back and forth on the curve and shit. And
I remember you telling me this story. You go, she comes back, she's crying. She's like, I called the police. I called my boyfriend, and he told me to just. And you were like, okay.
Let me call my dad. So yeah, because I was literally 5 minutes away from my dad's house. No,
always.
not yet.
What?
I was.
Yet.
Well, I probably was, but like at the tail end, because it was a 40-minute drive. So you know.
Yeah.
But I'm 5 minutes away from my dad's house, and I call him, and he comes to the crime scene. You know.
Yeah.
And by the main key part of this is that I was still able to lift and open and close my hood, and it would I couldn't lift it physically. You know, once it would latch.
After you hit her.
After I rear-ended her, yeah. And so I get to my dad's house, and then I had to go and pick up some drugs, some medical marijuana, a half ounce of wax, right? And so
at the dispo in the B-town?
Yeah.
Oh.
Compassionate care. I went over there. I was like, okay, Dad, I gotta go. And it was I spent 30 minutes with him. We were talking about it. I was like, okay, Dad, I gotta go. And the funny part about that is he's like, did you name your car? And I was like, no, I didn't want to, just in case something like this happened.
Stupid.
I know. I was
you didn't name your car.
No, I know. And so I was like, no, I just didn't. And I made up a bullshit, just in case something like this happened, crashing it. And so I'm like, if I'll name it now.
What does that mean?
I didn't want to fucking bring a personal attachment. It's you don't name foster pet or some shit because you attach yourself to it.
Yeah, but that's a pet, right?
I know.
I get it, because you're foster. You're not gonna keep it.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, I get it.
And so I didn't want to name it just in case some shit like that happened. I didn't want to be attached to it. Air quotes.
It's like a Nissan Altima from 2007.
Maxima. I didn't give a fuck. I never named my cars. I never named shit.
Yeah, me neither.
But my dad was like, "Did you name it?" And I was like, "No, just in case something like this happened." And I was like, "But I guess I'll name it." I think I named it Molly or some shit.
Hey, Molly.
Yeah. So I went to the dispensary and I picked up the wax, and I go on my Jolly. I was gonna say Mary and Jolly on my Molly and Jerry way, and I hit there's a bunch of construction at the time, so there's this really weird curve, and so you have to kind of drive slow off the exit ramp to get on the highway or the on ramp. And I made it, and I'm like, okay, I'm slowly getting there. I'm driving 55, hit 60, and then boom, hit 65, and my hood just comes.
This was the same day?
Yes.
I learn new details every time I hear this shit. I didn't even know this was the same day.
Same fucking day. It was literally the span of 2 hours. So I hit the highway, and then boom, 65, my hood comes flying up, shatters my windshield, my sunroof gets knocked open 3 inches because it just goes off the rails. You know, you know where the sunglasses holder is?
Yeah.
And the central light, what's the central light thing up
cab
in the
light? I don't know.
But the central little thing up in the console up on the roof.
Yeah.
Central roof
console. I don't know. I think the dome light's the backseat one. I don't fucking know. It doesn't matter. The light you
guys
click.
know what I'm talking about, but that shit was literally hanging by the wires because this shit hit so hard. And before, with both these cars, because I have the same car, I just bought a different car, just different color. It's the same car as last 2007 Nissan Maxima. And both these cars, I had one car before that, but I don't know about other cars, but I'll be driving on the highway and I see the fucking hood rattle or jiggle. Just normal car. There's nothing wrong with my car now, and it still does it. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I always just thought in my head, I just had a backup plan for what would happen if that shit came flying up, and it came in handy. But I didn't realize how limited my fucking view was. It was like a fucking crescent moon of what I could see on the fucking road. Damn it, I'm saying fucking so much.
What was it, warm?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was warm,
This was warm.
fortunately. But so I'm driving there, fucking.
Oh wait, who'd you call? Wait, did you pull over yet?
Not yet. You know, like those old Grammars that are like literally like on the wheels.
Oh yeah, because you can't see.
Yeah, they can't see, so I can't fucking see. I can't see, and I'm like leaning over to the right, like crouching down, trying to look under. I'm trying to like look under this little crescent, this little nail shape, like fingernail shape of the windshield I have left to see. And I'm like, luckily there wasn't that many people around, so I pull off, and then I instantly call my mom. She already knows about this shit before. I instantly call my mom, like, Mama, the windshield, the hood, because I wasn't freaking, I wasn't like crying or anything.
Plus it's loud, you're on the highway.
Oh yeah, it was so loud, and I was trying to explain the situation as best I could, as quickly, but I call her and I'm like, the hood, it's shattered, the windshield, everything's messed up. And she's like, calm down, I'm gonna call the tow. And then I call my dad because I'm like only 20 minutes away from his house or whatever. And so he comes in, he's like, okay, I'll be there and whatever. And then I call 911 and I'm like, I hang up because I'm still in the like mood of illegal drugs, because I didn't have my med card for that long. So I was like, damn, okay. I was like, 911, what's your emergency? I'm like, and I didn't actually, it was like ringing, and like I don't think
was your hand in your pocket, like feeling the wax as it was ringing?
I'm like, and I do this, and I go to reach down, like I type it in, and I go to like listen to it, and I put my hand down to my right pocket, and I just feel a half ounce of wax in my pocket. I'm like, oh my god, and I hung up.
Dispo wax.
Yeah, and so, but I'm still tweaking about that, because also I'm like, what if she thinks I'm high right now? Like, I'm not high right now. Like, I swear to fucking god, I'm not high right now. And because I don't know the full like rules of like driving with the medical marijuana. And so I hang up, and then I'm searching for a spot in my car to just put this like inconspicuous, you know. And if she does find out, like, it's medical, you know. But
yeah, I don't think so. I think you forgot about the whole medical part.
Probably. It was so long ago, but I can't find it, and I didn't call 911 back. So, but I was like, okay, I probably should, just in case, like, because they're probably gonna call me back, because that's what happens, you know. You call 911 and hang up, they're gonna call you back. And
so then Arnold pulls up.
Yeah, but then all of a sudden I'm like just closing my door from like looking for somewhere to like put this shit, and all of a sudden this like 6'2" female biker cop comes up and is like,
was she like a biker, or just because she was on a bike?
She was on a bike.
Was she like wearing a fucking
no,
chain?
she had tattoo sleeves on. She was fully tatted.
Oh shit,
she was scary. She was like Fallujah, bro.
Are you serious?
Yeah, like but like she pulls up and she's like, hey, how you doing? Hey. I'm like kind of tweaking. No, she didn't even ask me for anything. I was just tweaking. She just wanted to come and see all the damage. She's like,
hey, your gas cap's off.
But you know how like anybody in a bulletproof vest walks?
Yeah, they just walk around. Like, they're just like this. Like you have shoulder pads on. Yeah. You hold the neck plate.
Yeah, they're holding the neck plate. They just walk around like that, and she's like
chest plate, neck plate.
She's probably like an inch heels.
Mm-hmm.
So
heels.
Like, not like boots,
yeah.
Boots. And so she comes walking up, she's doing like the cowboy walk, and she just has her hands on her fucking chest, like the neck thing or whatever, the collarbone shit, and she's just looking in. Oh, yep. But then we got to, because it was like, I don't know, so she's just this big ass cop next to me I have 14 grams of fucking wax in my pocket, and I'm like tweaking about it. I'm like sweating bullets, and I'm just like looking around. I'm like, oh hey, look, a lighter on the ground.
What do you guys talk about? Like,
we were just talking, because my dad, by the time that she pulled up, my dad was probably like 10 minutes away. So like I was just looking through my car, like gathering stuff to bring with my dad. And so, but other than that, she was just like looking at her, whatever.
That must have been loud when that thing hit that hood against the thing when you were driving.
It was so loud. If you've ever been in like a car crash, or like I've backed into somebody once in like a parking lot, and just like the bumper to bumper, it's like, boom.
Oh, you know? I have been with what's his face, John. At the Goodwill.
That wasn't that loud.
I mean, it wasn't that loud, yeah, but am I good? Let me pull up a little bit more.
Dude,
hey, like, man, I just crashed.
And I was like, we're like, leave. Yeah. It literally wasn't
Circles
like a crash.
The parking lot and parks in a different spot. Like, there, we're good.
It wasn't like a crash. You literally just like tapped the, like bumped the back of it.
Tapped.
But, so that was all in the span of 2 hours. And then I get home, and I really want Panda Express. I just really want Panda
After you
Express.
slammed
Yeah,
your-
after I slam all this shit, and I'm probably getting home at like.
Did like time slow down?
Yes, dude. So I'm sitting there, and how fast because I mean the wind catches something flat like that, like the hood of
Dude,
a
that
car.
must have been awesome. If I could see like a cinematic view,
Yeah,
like GTA of that
dude.
thing, of you just
Yes.
going by and wham,
I was
and your face like, oh shit.
well, I didn't. I just got startled, dude. Like, you
Well,
know,
because
like,
I bet you were still like actually kind of in a high mood. Like,
yeah, I was
like,
chilled out for sure. Yeah. How fast the hoods like shattered that shit
Yeah.
was like less than a second.
yeah.
Right, but I saw in like perfect quality every little inch that the fucking hood moved towards the thing. And then have you ever like watched, like, you know, when you step on like the super thin ice on the ground and you can just watch it all shatter
Yeah.
at once? That's exactly what, because it didn't fall, like it didn't, like the glass didn't fall out.
No,
wasn't-
it's built, like, to shatter so you don't
Yeah, it's
die.
like the glass at schools or whatever.
Yeah.
And so that's what happened, but I literally just watched it all in like a split second, just shatter every bit of it. I'm like, what the
That's
fuck?
awesome.
And so, well, because there's probably like 5 other cars around
Still
me.
going 60
I was, dude. I definitely was.
with the hood off.
Yes, dude. And I was like, I didn't hit the brake, because if I hit the brake, that shit was gonna go and slam back down if
Yeah.
I hit it hard enough. So I wasn't gonna do that. So I just like let go of the gas and I just slowly coasted off. And so I came home, right? And it closes at 9, and Panda Express closes at 9, and I get into my mama's car at like 8:40, and it's probably like a 12-minute drive. I pull up, and it was like COVID or some shit, and so
This was a while ago, but it was COVID.
well, it was like at the beginning of the year,
Oh.
so it was like right when the precautions got in.
Okay.
And so the Panda Express was like closed, other than like they literally had the register in the door.
Did you go there like right after?
I came home and I talked to my mama about it and shit, and like she hugged me. She's like, I'm just so glad you're okay. Yeah, I'm hungry. Can I go get some Panda? Can I use your car?
Yeah.
And I went and got some fucking Panda Express. It was actually a bad struggle. I was waiting there, and another car pulled up next to me, and we're both getting out, and we're like waiting outside. We see people still inside, and we're like, workers still inside. And we're like, come on, like come help us. We're here. It's not 9 o'clock yet. You haven't closed yet. And it becomes like 9:05, but there's still people inside, and they're like looking at us. Like, you know, if you've ever worked in a restaurant, like you can like. You know, like
yeah,
you're
you see
looking at
'em.
somebody. Yeah, you're looking at somebody. You're talking about them, like from the customer's point of view. They're talking about you, and so like, they have to come. And so about these people, I'm talking to these people. I was like, yeah, I fucking rear-ended somebody and then totaled my fucking car. I was having a whole conversation with this dude. I was just like manic, right? And then I finally get my
give me
orange
some
chicken.
rice.
Yeah, give me fucking fried rice with orange chicken in a bowl, please. And I finally got it. So that was a good night.
Dude, so you said this was at the beginning of this year, and then when did you total the other one?
I didn't total the other one.
Or what happened with the silver one?
The silver one I totaled.
That's the one that the hood
gr-
slammed into.
yeah.
Oh no, this one.
The
Okay,
gray
so
one.
that happened,
So
and then you got this one, this gray
I totaled
one.
the silver Maxima, and then I got a rental car for like 2 weeks while they went and looked at it to total the car, right, to get it totaled through insurance. So then I was looking for cars, and I had a rental car at this time. It was actually a pretty nice rental car, but we're looking for cars, and I just see this one from the same place. It has like the same exact miles and everything, and I see this one. I was like, okay, we should just do it. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
we should
Might
do
as
it.
well.
And
Yeah.
then the fucking this one.
And then-
What's the story with this
and
one?
then
He's a lemon after a lemon.
a week after I get it, maybe a week and a half after I get it, I'm driving to Peoria again to my dad, because he's like, I wanna like not treat you, but like I wanna take you out to a fucking, and we went lazy river tubing, right? Have you ever been lazy river tubing? It's like a 3 mile long
No.
river. He was getting some water. It's like a 3 mile long river with like very small currents and flows that just drag you along in this fucking tube, this inner tube. And so I was driving to my dad's house, and I'm probably like 20 minutes away from his house. You know that fork in the road?
Yeah. And
I'm
this is
like-
how long after again?
Like a week and a half after I get my car, after I get the gray Maxima.
And you had the rental for how long?
2 weeks.
This is like a month later.
Yeah, like a month later. I'm driving, and I'm on a bridge. And if you've ever been in a car where like the transmission line has been fucked, or like the transmission's fucked or whatever, it gets fucked while you're driving, especially at high speeds, you'll be cruising at 70. And I mean, even if you take your foot off the gas, it doesn't even have to be fucked, but you take your foot off the gas and let it go if like nobody's around you, it will just slowly start going down.
What, the acceleration?
The acceleration, the RPMs, and like your speed also. Like, of course, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so I'm at like the end of this bridge, and I'm high.
Because the engine's giving power to nothing.
Yeah, I'm high as fuck, right? Not high as fuck. This is like 20 minutes into the drive, so I'm still decently high. I'm blasting music. I'm having fun. But then I get that gut feeling like something's wrong. Like I press a little too hard on the gas and it doesn't react like it usually does. I'm like, fuck.
Mine like jumps 3 fucking gears.
Yeah. I'm like, fuck. Like nothing happened. I'm like, fuck. And so I'm at the end of this bridge, and I look in my left side mirror, and you know when you drive over gravel, like the dusty kind of like the dust comes off your tires and shit.
Yeah.
I noticed that. I'm like, I'm on a bridge. There's no gravel on this shit. Like, I wonder what that is. And I'm like, okay, so something's fucked with my car, because then I hit it and I see the RPMs are not doing, or they're going wild, right? They're going like,
in 4,000.
They're like redlining almost, but my speed is just, I'm at like 60.
So
I'm like, come on,
speed's dropping, but RPM's going through the roof because it's
Yeah.
basically like you're in neutral.
Yeah, basically. And I'm like, come on. And I'm like, okay, let me at least like get past the bridge. Like I'm not trying to get on the shoulder right past the bridge. I'm trying to get like a little bit down. And so then I'm doing like 55. I'm still dropping. Everyone's getting over into the left lane from like behind me.
Fucking smoking.
It probably was, bro. And so I get over and I'm like, I know very, very, very base knowledge about cars, right? Like I know like
Pull over to the right.
like yeah, that base no. And so like I should have gotten out, but I was also a little like I was pissed off.
I don't know if I would have gotten out. Why? What am I gonna fix?
Like,
I just start calling people.
Exactly, and like I'm not in any fucking. It was busy. It's a fucking highway.
Yeah.
They're all going 80. You know, I'm not gonna risk my life, and so I'm gonna call my dad. 'Cause
I'm not gonna risk. I think you can get out of the car on the shoulder, bro.
Well, so I call my dad, and he's like, "Okay, I'll be there." He's like, "Oh, lucky day," and I was like, "He's like, I'll be there." And so then he pulls up, and he's like walking around the car, and he goes to the front, and there's just a pool of fucking
Transmission fluid.
tranny fluid, bro. It's just the biggest puddle
2
I've ever
cars
seen.
in 2 months.
But
But this one's lasted. You got it fixed and it's still gone.
Yeah, but he thought it was an unfixable
Like totaled.
brake. Yeah. He thought he wasn't gonna be able to fix the transmission line.
Damn.
So I don't know.
Damn,
But-
you with the cars, man.
Dude,
Shit.
I had
I
a
think
nice ass first car, but I didn't have the money to maintain it. Yeah,
stay
call
high
me.
all the time so that when your hood slams into your windshield at 60 or 70 miles an hour, you just
call
kind of go, all right.
Okay. How I got startled was like, you know when you're walking around like a corner, you don't expect somebody to be there.
Yeah,
but
he's like, whoa.
But it's not
But you don't, like,
unexpected that
freak out,
they're there.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not unexpected. You're like, oh, that's literally what
Probably
happened.
because you were like, this shit's probably going to fly up. Like the entire
Yeah,
day, if it's in the back of your
yeah.
mind, you're like, of course.
It was like a gut feeling, yeah.
Thank you for listening, and peace.
Deuces.